I almost said, hey Charlie. He's right here. Look at this adorableness, Charlie. You're cute. You guys missed it, but he just like laid down and plopped like completely upside down. No, I need to take this before he does. Okay, so let me tell you a little story while he wanders around, and then I'll show you him and stuff a little more. Right now, we're at Brett's house by the way, BT Dubs. I should have vlogged, and I haven't vlogged in forever, so there's so many things I could be like, well, I should have vlogged this, and I should have vlogged this, and I should have vlogged this, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatevs. Anyway, minor detail. This stuff all in front of me. Aside from those boxes in the corner there, and that light, everything over in that area, and not Charlie's, or not the cat thing, it's not really Charlie's, but everything in that area, pretty much, not that, the little cat thing that Brett put together. All the stuff over there is from my, what's it called? My bridal shower. My mom and a couple of people kept wanting to say baby shower. BT Dubs, I am totes not pregnant in any way, shape, or form. But they kept wanting to say baby shower because a lot of people have baby showers, and those things have been probably, unfortunately, more than wedding showers do. So there's that. Or bridal showers, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, that stuff, that's from Christmas. This little picture frame thing there. But all this stuff's from, pretty much from the bridal shower. Okay, so anyway, that stuff's in here too. But, today is March 13th, 2016, and my wedding is in 54 days. No big deal. But anyway, this past Thursday, it's now Sunday, but this past Thursday, I took Charlie to the vet, and a lot of you people that are watching this may not agree with what I did, but it was what we decided in the end was the best idea for us and for Charlie, and our belongings. But I took Charlie in to get him declawed. I went, like, my appointment is at 7:30 in the morning on Thursday, and so I went into work. I ended up getting to work at like 8:40, which I usually am supposed to be there at like 8, but I told him I would be there late. Anyway, he had a little appointment at the vet, like a half hour from where I live, and he had a little appointment, and then they took him in for surgery, or they took him and he told me he'd get surgery sometime by the end of the day type thing, and told me that because of his weight, because he weighs like almost 15 pounds, and the fact that that'd be extra pressure on his paws and stuff while they were trying to heal. They didn't usually keep them overnight. They'd try to have him home as soon as possible, but because of the weight, they would keep him overnight. We just planned on that, and they would call me when he got out of surgery and let me know how things went. Long story short, I didn't really hear from the vet until the next morning. Look at him chewing on stuff. But anyway, so he was there all day Thursday. I heard from a nurse like Thursday night, and then heard from the vet a little more in detail Friday morning. Brett and I went on Friday evening after I got off work, went and picked up Charlie, and he had some pain meds, and got a bag that said Charlie on it, and that was like written in like blue and green, which is kind of cool because that happens to be our wedding colors. So this one, blue and green. So that was kind of cool and interesting. Also, a little minor detail, or little fun little snidbit, whatever you call it, tidbit, from when we were at the vet. I liked how the lady kept saying your cat, like, or the way she worded it, it was as if it was ours, which it will be, because Charlie and Peppy will both be our cat, not my cat, his cat. But anyway, so the lady, well, first when I got there, I told them, I said I was there to pick up Charlie, and she just couldn't find his name, and then saw when I said my name that it was from me the day before. But for whatever reason, when she called over the speaker, she said, can you get, what is it? Buford. And Brett and I kind of looked at each other like, Buford? Who in the world's Buford? What are they talking? Did they have the wrong name down? Are they confused? Did they give surgery to the wrong pet? I don't know what's going on. What's going on? I wasn't freaking out, but I was a little confused. So the Buford thing was a little confusing. It didn't even sound anything like Charlie. Buford, Charlie, Buford. Anyway, so then we go in and we're talking to the lady before she goes and gets Charlie. She's talking to us about what they're giving us, and he also, aside from getting a bunch of tests, by the way, another trail off the side. We planned on getting all 4 paws declawed if possible, but the front 2 paws were like very expensive to begin with, so we just got the front 2. Anyway, so she's telling us about how things went or whatever, and I got him chipped and stuff, so if he ever does get out, which he never has, but if he ever gets out and somebody finds him, then they can trace back and call me and stuff. So that works. That will work well, although I'll have to change the address thing when I move here, and then when we move to our next apartment or whatever. She's telling us about all that stuff, and she kept referring to Charlie as a she, so not only is my cat's name Buford, but Buford is a she. Brett had some interesting words, but I probably shouldn't say those on here. Not bad words, but words that I probably shouldn't say on here because they're politically incorrect or whatever. But anyway, just you can put 2 and 2 together. Buford, that's a she. Anyway, so we brought him back to Brett's, figured that since I'm here most of the time, we'd let him chill here so we can keep an eye on him. They sent pain meds home with him, which we finished we had to like give him pain meds every 12 hours. We finished the last of those at 7 o'clock tonight. It's like 8 something now. Like 8, close to 8:30. And the more that each time I gave it to him, he, resisted more and more, so I'm glad that I'm not having to give him any more because it was getting frustrating trying to give it to him. It was like just like a little, almost like a syringe, but it wasn't a needle. It was just like a little, I don't know, syringe-ish non-needle thing that I just had to put in his mouth and like push down so he could eat it, like an oral thing. Anyway, so he's doing well. He's kind of chill and stuff lately. We're keeping him in this one room, this room that has all this stuff, because it's Brett's second bedroom here, and his cat Peppy is kind of like roaming throughout, and she doesn't like other cats, so trying to kind of get them a little bit used to each other's smell. We're gonna try to start putting their food. He only has 1 thing of food in there, but he'll be fine for tonight. We're gonna try to put their food closer and closer together, or like closer toward the door, so they can get used to eating near each other and smelling each other as they're eating type thing, and so it's not as weird, although Peppy's already, anytime she's near the door, she just hisses because she smells him. I brought his litter box and food and water. I mean, I didn't bring the water, but I brought the dishes. And then they have, I don't want to reach in there, but in there is, I threw the bag away, but a different kind of cat litter than I use. It's like the recycled, it's called Yesterday's News. Charlie's being adorable. My little strap for this thing is dangling, and I moved it up because I didn't want him to like grab at it, but I forgot the fact that he didn't have claws, so he can't grab it as much. But anyway, the thing is, the stuff in the litter box is called recycled Yesterday's News or something, and it's like recycled newspaper and little pallet things. So there's that. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Yesterday we had pizza with the pastor. Our church is going pretty well, and we had church today. I did Sprouts, which is the little kids. And I had 3 little kids. Bella, who's 2, and Cameron, who's I think 2, and Jairus, I think they're all 2. The 3 kids that are in the class. I don't know if I should have said their names, but anyway, you guys, if you don't know them, then I guess then it doesn't matter, you don't know their last names or anything. And if you do know them, then hey, your kids' names were said, or kids you know names were said. He's being so cute because I keep moving this. He's being cute because he can't grab it. Anyway, I'll show you some Charlie stuff footage now. Charlie, you're cute. He's still interested in her thing. He also had this little collar thing on his neck. Charlie, and that's his number. That's not like my phone number or anything. It might be the phone number for the vet, I don't know, but it's not my phone number, so I can show you that. It's not any secret number that I can't show you. I think that's just his patient number or something. But yeah, that's this little thing he had on. I just took it off because I decided to let him play with it or whatever. He's so cute. He's just so cute. You want to see his paws? See if I can show you. I'm not going to grab them, but see if I can show you without grabbing them. Oh. Hold on. And the thing is, the floor is a little wet. I don't think you would have peed, but... Sorry, guys. Charlie, let me see your paws. Let's see if I can... His paw. It's kind of hurty looking. By the way, if you have any feelings about the whole declawing thing, for what it's worth, they use the lasers. They won't use any other way but the lasers, which is at least slightly safer than just chopping off whatever they chop, like the end of the toe or whatever they did. I didn't look it up. I don't want to know the details, but we felt like it had to happen because the alternate was going to be getting rid of him pretty much. So there's that. Oh, he's just so cute. Look at this adorableness. You can smell. I had sausage pizza. I'm also supposed to be on kind of a diet right now. Oh, look at this. Hi, kitty. But this weekend and the last week or two, I've kind of been really terrible about it. But I'm going to start on it again tomorrow, kind of like hardcore for this week, because I'm getting, next Saturday, I'm getting my dress altered. So I want to be like as low as possible. I'm like 137-ish right now. I want to be like between 130 and 135 if possible. So I'm going to try to get down to there by next Saturday, and then make sure I'm down to whatever I am at that point, down to that same number when I get married. So there's that. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about Charlie. I almost said Brett. Tell you about Brett. I wanted to tell you about Charlie, and yeah, and I'm alive, and I'm going to update you, and I'm getting ready for the wedding stuff, but maybe at some point, I don't know, probably not. At least not until we have it all out, and I can tell you stuff, but I really don't want to go through all that stuff. Otherwise, I would tell you what all I got and stuff. But we did get 3. I don't know how long I have. Anyway, we got 3 card pots and like 7 of one kind of card that we got. I don't know how long I have though to take that back, so I'll have to look into that. Anyway, I hope you have a great, wonderful, amazing, full, lovely day, and I will see you later. Toodles.